Okay, now we are going to the first module. There's a module one. First, we know that what is the type of protection schemes are available in the transmission and distribution system, as well as the generating stations, as well as the in the distribution stations, and also in the transmission side. Also, we should give the a proper protections. Okay, why it is required? Okay, that's why today we are going to discuss about the module 1. In the module 1, the first content, that is introduction of to power system protections. In that, need for if a fault occurs, to isolate the faulty element as quickly as possible to keep the healthy section of the system in normal operation. Suppose if we take an example, any fault be appear in the any line or any systems. Okay, the relays, the protection system should be identify the where exactly uh, fault will be appear, and immediately the isolate the lines. Okay, suppose if you not isolate the particular line, means there is a huge high surge current and surge total will be flowing through the particular systems, then it would be causes the damage. Okay, to overcome this one, we need the some protection schemes. Okay, this protection scheme will be help for the during the abnormal conditions. Okay, due to heavy short circuit current, the system voltage may reduce to a low level, and individual generator in a power stations or a group of state generator in a different power station may losses synchronisms. Thus, an unclear heavy short circuit may causes the total failure of the systems. Okay, suppose if in case of there is a short circuit, such circuit is nothing but any lines or the internal because in a generating station what happen, there is a number of generating station are working in the parallelly. Okay, all the generating station should be synchronous properly. Suppose if any variation will be appear in any generating station, what happen, there is a mismatch in the synchronisms. Okay, that's why this uncleared AV short circuit may causes the total failure of the systems. Okay, if you lost the synchronism, there is a suppose any high rush current will be flowing through the circuit, means it causes the machines. Okay, the protection schemes includes the circuit breakers and protective relays to isolate the fault section of the system from the healthy sections. Okay, actually, majorly two main components are used in the protection scheme. The one is the circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is nothing break the circuits. Okay, break the circuits, and also we need some protection relay because the relay should give the signal to the circuit breaker to open the line. Okay, if it is open, means automatically it isolate the fault section of the system from the healthy sections. Okay, that's why we need two uh, important components are used in the protection scheme. One is the circuit breaker, another one is the protection relays. See, the function of the protection relays is to detect and locate a fault and issue a connected to the circuit breaker to disconnect the faulty element of the systems. That is the function of the relays. Okay, where exactly the fault will be appear. Immediately they detect the faults in any lines. They send the signal to the or command to the circuit breaker to disconnect the fault element of the systems. And then protection is not needed not only against the short circuits but also against any other abnormal conditions which may arise in a power system. Okay, not only short circuit. Okay, any abnormal conditions. Okay, we have some examples are available. There's abnormal conditions. Okay, suppose the over speed of generators. There's one kind of abnormal condition because the generator should be operated with the synchronous speeds. So if it is over, means the frequency will be varied, the voltage fluctuation will be high. Okay, there is one kind of abnormal conditions of generator and motors. Over voltage, under frequency. Suppose the generator will be rotated with the below the rated speed, the frequency also will be mismatching. Loss of excitations, the mismatching the flux lines, overheating of the station and rotor of the alternators. Okay, these are the some of the examples of the abnormal condition. Okay, because in protection scheme where in the power system nothing but it combination of all the equipments. It may be a transmission line, it may be a generator, it may be a some some compositions, circuit elements also will be there. Okay, because of these abnormal conditions it affect the overall power system. That's why we need to protect all this healthy system. Okay, protective relays. The protective relays are also provided to detect the such abnormal condition and issue an alarm signal to the alert the operator or trip the circuit breaker. Okay, there's a very important function of this protection relays. Okay, immediately they where exactly the fault will be appear, they detect and send to the signal to the circuit breaker. Okay, the circuit breaker will open the line. A protection relay does not anticipate or prevent the occurrence of the fault. Rather, it takes action only after a fault has occurred. And nature and cause of the faults. The faults are caused either by insulation failures or by conducting path failures. Okay, what happened in take an example of domestic lines. Okay, there's we are giving the proper insulations. Suppose any insulation will be failure means immediately that line will be attached with some other near lines. It causes the fault also. The failure of insulation results in short circuits, which are heavily harmful as they may damage some equipments of the power systems. Because nowadays we are using it is not a separate line. Okay, we can take an example. There is a three-phase line will be there. We are using some cables. Okay, there are some cables we are using. In the cable, all the three coils. Okay, all three-phase coil will be mounted in a single pieces. Okay, suppose the one coil, one line will be short circuit means the insulation will be failed in the particular cable means all three lines will be short circuit. Then it causes the it is very harmful because of Irish current will be flowing through the particular systems. Then it causes the equipments. The most of the faults on transmission and distribution lines are caused by the over voltage due to lightning or switching surge or by external conducting object falling on the overhead lines. Okay, these are the major causes in the transmission line. See over voltage. The over voltage due to the lighting or switching surges causes a flashover on the surface of the insulators, resulting in short circuits. And short circuit are also caused by the tree branches or other conducting object falling on the overhead lines, which leads to failure of the conducting path. And then the next type is the unbalanced current flowing in the rotating machines. Set up harmonics. Okay, thereby eating the machines in a shorter time period. And then other causes of the faults on overhead lines are direct lightning, strokes, aircraft snakes, ice, and snow loading, and abnormal loading. Abnormal loading means you should access the loading. Okay, there is some threshold value will be there. If you go more load to the particular line, what happen? The immediately the temperature will be goes and increase in the conducting material. Then it will be melt, or it may be a failure in the line also. Storms, earthquake, okay, creepers, etc. Okay, in case of cables, okay, transformer generators and other equipments, the cause of faults are failure of the solid insulators due to heat, moisture, or over voltage mechanical damages, accidental contact. Okay, like with the earth or earthed screens, flashovers due to the over voltage. Okay, these are the some of the causes, the nature, okay, the type of faults will be appear in the power systems.